now is to embarrass Kansas as much as possible as a kind of revenge.
Let's hope that the Kansas defense really figured it out at halftime on how to make a stop here, because that will be huge for them.
First play of the second half. Who else but Bijan Robinson as he gets all the way out to the 50-yard line and picks up a first down for Texas. So Bijan Robinson continues.
He actually looks to be just short of the first down.
Yeah, I guess they'll call him just short. It looked like he got tackled and pulled to the first down, but it's second and inches for Texas at their own 48-yard line. As Quinn Ewers lines up, behind him is Bijan Robinson. And it's looking like this is going to be another run play for Texas, and who else? They'll give it off to Robinson. He cuts upfield. Robinson gets some space. Bijan Robinson all the way down to the 34-yard line.
And that was Lonnie Phelps who pushed him out of bounds at the last second.
That's going to get Bijan Robinson to, I believe, over 100 or over 200 yards of rushing offense in this game on 21 carries.
Which there has to be some credit given to that.
Actually, that won't get him over 200. That'll be 198.
So 2 yards shy of 200 rushing yards in pretty much a half.
Yeah, as we're just about 3 minutes into the second half here. 12 minutes to go in this third quarter. And they're going to hand this one off. Instead, they'll give it to a different man. Keelan Robinson picks up about 4 yards. Makes it a 2nd and 6, or 2nd and 7, rather. As we continue to go into this second half, and this is just not at all the senior day that Kansas wanted.
Absolutely not.
I mean, it's tough, but Kansas, they still have an opportunity to play their arch rivals, Kansas State in Manhattan next week. Primetime game on Fox, on national television.
Right.
How else would you want to end a good season like this than on national television against Kansas State? Here's a throw by Ewers, and it's incomplete. It was looking like it was a screen pass, and it'll be 3rd and 7 for Texas at the Kansas 32-yard line. So let's see how loud this crowd can get and the people that have remained here for the second half. And it's not too many, which you hate to see. But from what we saw on the video board, re-entry is allowed. So if Kansas makes some incredible comeback, the fans can come back.
Absolutely.
Try to cheer their team on.
There's definitely a significant difference in excitement between the fans right now.
Bijan Robinson cuts upfield. Bijan Robinson going to soar into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Too easy for Bijan Robinson. This is why he's the best running back in the Big 12. And he gets his 4th rushing touchdown, and it's 37-0 Texas. Again, Bijan Robinson does the unthinkable against this Kansas defense.
Hard to see for Jayhawk fans here today. And you almost have to question, what did the defense do to prepare for him coming into this game when he's ran all over them?
I don't think there really is much that the defense can do in this situation. Bijan Robinson is having an unbelievable game. Extra point is good, and it's 38-0. Texas leads it over Kansas, and this is truly something that we did not expect at all heading into this game. Absolutely not.
Not something we expected, and not something anybody who's a Jayhawk fan wanted to see.
So that will be a touchdown, 38-0 Texas, and we'll send it to a commercial break. Texas up big over Kansas in the booth. We'll be back right after this. KGHK 90.7, Kansas football. Well, 11:03 to go in this third quarter. 38-0 Texas. You'd think that might be a final score line. No, we still have 11 minutes left in the third, plus a whole fourth quarter. So what can Kansas offensively do as they're about to get the ball back after Bijan Robinson's 32-yard touchdown run? This one's going to be caught by Kenny Logan at the 1-yard line and takes it all the way across the field. Kenny Logan gets some space. Logan up the field. Kenny Logan has some speed and gets out at the 35-yard line.
Which is a
solid
huge
return.
Yeah, huge return for Kenny Logan. And, I mean, he's fast. That was a fast play.
He always somehow seems to find the open space on the kick returns.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like what Bijan Robinson's been doing so far in this game. He's been finding the open space and making players miss tackles. But now Kansas starts at the 35-yard line. And
it is truly impressive what Bijan Robinson has done tonight. Or today, actually, for that matter.
It is turning in tonight. The sun is setting behind us, and it's getting colder. Here's a fake handoff. Daniels throws it to the sideline, and it's incomplete, intended for Luke Grimm. So Grimm can't hold on to it, but as we were saying before, as it's 2nd and 10 Kansas, the sun is setting behind us, and it's the temperature to kick off the game was 34 degrees. It's supposed to get all the way down to 26 degrees when the sun sets.
Terrible.
So here we go. It's about to get cold out here. I hope you're ready. I hope you brought your winter jacket. So 2nd and 10 for Kansas. Daniels telling his offensive line something. Earl Bostic stood up for a minute, made a motion, takes the snap, play action for Daniels. Texas sends blitz. Daniels fires, got his man open, and Luke Grimm gets pulled down by the helmet. Ref won't call a penalty on a horse collar, but Kansas gets the first down despite the fact, and Luke Grimm makes the catch. That's actually Grimm's 2nd catch of the game.
Which is something to say because he's been a huge playmaker for the Kansas Jayhawks this entire season.
Yeah, absolutely. It's surprising that they haven't been able to use him very much in this, or in the first half so far. They still have a whole second half to do that.
Right.
So 1st and 10 for Kansas at about midfield. Daniels pressured, rolls out to the near side. Daniels will take off and run with it. Jalen Daniels gets to the 50-yard line, and it will be a 2nd and 5 coming up with about 10 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Well, this is the last game of the season that will be played in Lawrence. We'll be playing in Manhattan next week as Daniels takes a snap. We'll do this play really quickly. Run up the middle, and a solid gain to about the Texas 46-yard line by Kai Thomas. It'll be a 3rd and 1 for Kansas, but like I was saying, Kansas will be in Manhattan next weekend against Kansas State, and then they'll be going wherever the selection committee picks them to go to a bowl game.
Right.
Daniels on 3rd and 1, and it looked like it had a chance to be caught by Luke Grimm. It's incomplete. Kansas will probably go for this on 4th down. At this point, what do you have to lose?
Absolutely. I mean, you're down 38-0. You have to go for it here.
4th and 2 for the Jayhawks with 9.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. This is actually Kansas, the biggest loss that they had the whole season with 14 points. To Texas Tech last week. I believe it was actually 15, my apologies. A 43-28 was the final. That was the biggest loss that they had this season so far. So right now, this is definitely going to be the biggest loss the way that it's looking right now.
Right.
Daniels hands it off on 4th and 2. Devin Neal is going to get wrapped up and brought down. And once again, Kansas cannot convert on 4th down. It looked like it was Alfred Collins, the 6'5 junior defensive tackle, who got in there for the tackle. And that will be enough to send us to a commercial break. 9:28 to go in the 3rd. Texas up big against the Jayhawks. We'll be back right after this.